10 Strange Phenomena that Stumped Experts, Part 2.
Number 5. Mesodinium chamaeleon.
Microscopic in size, Mesodinium chamaeleon has scientists stymied. It's not a plant, but it's not an animal, either. As an animal, it uses its hair-like cilia to swim about, devouring plants. After feeding, it turns into a plant itself and is able to photosynthesize. After a while, it consumes the chlorophyll granules it obtained by eating the plant and reverts into an animal to begin the process of transformations anew. The bizarre creature dwells at the bottom of the ocean. In 2012, it was discovered off the coast of Copenhagen, Denmark. Scientists are mystified by it. They can't describe it in detail, and they haven't been able to determine the amount of energy it obtains from photosynthesis. They also don't know why it eats the chlorophyll granules it acquires. Further discoveries await getting this animal plant established in a culture in our laboratory, says Ojvind Moestrup, a professor in the marine biological section of the University of Copenhagen's Department of Biology.
Number 4. Ancient monument.
In 2017, archaeologists excavating a prehistoric settlement in Greece's Thyrassa, one of the Santorini Islands, discovered a 2,200-year-old monument. Unable to determine its origin, experts from the Ionian University, the University of Crete, and the Cycladic Antiquities Bureau were baffled. According to the Greek Ministry of Culture and Antiquities, the oval-shaped monument is ornamented with numerous decorative features and might have been associated with a god, although which one, if any, remained unclear.
Number 3. Somerset slime.
Scientists were stumped by the strange jelly-like slime that appeared in a nature reserve in Somerset, England, in 2012. The bizarre substance was found in several locations. Experts were unable to explain its origin, although a few guesses were hazarded. The reserve's spokesman, Tony Whitehead, suggested the slime might be nostoc, a form of cyanobacteria. Other guesses held it might be the regurgitated viscera of amphibians and their spawn. Whitehead said, in past centuries, the substance was known variously as star jelly, astral jelly or astromyxin, and folklore associated it with meteors. Other speculation suggested it lacked DNA, although it appeared to be alive. Experts didn't know what to make of the slime. Visitors to the reserve were warned not to touch the substance, whatever it was.
Number 2. Strange insect.
A mysterious insect that has stumped experts may be a newly discovered species. The bug, which is about the same size as a grain of rice, is black and red and was first seen in London's Natural History Museum's Wildlife Garden in 2007. Since then, it's also been seen in Regent's Park and Gray's Inn. It's already become the most common insect in the museum's garden and could continue to spread throughout the United Kingdom. The museum contains 28 million insect specimens, but none of them match the strange bug, which looks most like Ericatus russelli, a rare species in Central Europe. However, the mystery bug is brighter than A. russelli, unlike the unidentified insect, is associated with alder trees. It seems strange that so many of these bugs should suddenly appear, said Max Barkley, who works for the museum. Possibly, the insect is a Rosselli, after all, and has multiplied and become invasive after feeding on plane trees instead of alder trees. If not, the insect could be a species never before encountered.
Number 1. Teenage toddler.
When she was 16 years old, Brooke Greenberg looked like a toddler. Neither doctors nor medical researchers knew why her body and her brain never grew or aged. Brooke also suffered from other contradictions. Her bones were those of a 10-year-old, and she still had her baby teeth. Her mental age was barely a year. She was never diagnosed with a genetic syndrome or a chromosomal abnormality. Due to her condition, she rode in a baby stroller, wore toddler's clothing, slept in a crib, and was entirely dependent on her parents' care. Through her, scientists were hoping to learn more about how genetics affects and contributes to the aging process. According to Johns Hopkins School of Medicine pediatrician Lawrence Pakula, Brooke's condition may have been unique. Many of the best-known names in medicine, in their experience, had not seen anyone who matched up to Brooke, he said. Richard Walker of the University of South Florida College of Medicine, in Tampa, said that parts of Brooke's body were developing in isolation of one another, rather than as parts of a whole, and that their development was out of sync with each other. Brooke had experienced only very minimal changes in her brain. She weighed only 7 kilograms, 16 pounds, and was only 76 centimeters tall, 2'63". During her first 6 years, Brooke underwent surgery for 7 perforated stomach ulcers and had other medical operations. She suffered a seizure after experiencing a stroke, but the event didn't damage her brain. At age 4, she was diagnosed with a brain tumor, but it disappeared on its own. Experts were stumped as to the cause of her illness. Growth hormone therapy proved ineffective. Only her hair and nails grew. Sadly, Brooke passed away in 2013, at age 20. She still physically resembled a toddler. If doctors could have solved the mystery of the teen toddler's agelessness, they may have been able to develop the means to slow aging itself, a breakthrough that could have a variety of applications, including allowing astronauts to travel in space for a much longer time than they can now.